Hey everybody, it's what's new at Center Diamond this week. We have some new Woolie flannels. We got a beachy group. I got some organic canvas that's beautiful. A new group from Moda called Arabesque, which is kind of floral. We got some novelty sunflower bee, and we have vegetable patch from Jane Sassaman, which is what we're going to start with right now. And this is vegetable patch, $14.95 from Jane Sassaman and Free Spirit. These are so wacky and wonderful. So it's a vegetable patch, literally. We have the gigantic carrot. This is what I used for the photo for the event today. They got this nice royal blue and really bright colors. And the carrots are running the length of the fabric. A lot of these are directional. So yes, gigantic. I'd love ideas from you guys about what to do with this group. We're thinking an apron. But it would also be fun to have like placemats and stuff. I don't know. D184. I'll stop chatting. D184. These are all $14.95 a yard. So there's that. Now we have, this is the gigantic corn. So we have big corn, this sort of this periwinkle purple, and then orange, yellow, and then the green. Again, these are running the length of the fabric. They are very large corns. D185. And then the smaller corns are on red, which is so striking. So this is green, yellow, the same colors in this bright red in the background. They're also running the length of the fabric, D186. Then we have cabbage. So this one looks like it has a black background. We've got cabbages in the greens. We've got blues here. I guess it's blues and greens, and the little butterfly is orange and yellow, and then just a little peak of the background, which is black. That is D187. And then to go with all of these, we have this fun check, a little gingham, well, no, big gingham check that is on point, yellow, lime, and white, and that is D188. And then my personal favorite, the asparagus. So the background on this is like an olivey green, and then the bright green for the stalk, and then purple. And these also are running the length of the fabric. Oh God, I love the asparagus. It's just so fabulous. D189. Then we have radishes. So the background on this one is striped. We have that sort of a purpley darker, and then a light lavender, and then the radishes are shades of red and pink, and then the green. Also running the length of the fabric, D190. And then finally we have our little tomatoes. Come on. So bright yellow background, and yellow, whoops, we got a string on that one. Yellow and green, sorry, red and green for the little tomato tops. D191, finally one that isn't directional. So D191, again, Jane Sassaman, Free Spirit, and it is $14.95. Then we have from Andover, Sunny Honey, it's called. So just a very cute little novelty piece. Sunflowers in yellows, black background, little black and white dot. This looks fabulous with the black and white dot, by the way. We did a fat pack of all these, pulled out some of the greens and yellows tonals too. So, and a fat little bumblebee, which is adorable. So this is the large scale one. This is D192, and it's $13.25. Then they did, of course, a honeycomb, which could also be chicken wire, actually. So yellow on tonal, yellow on yellow, D193. That goes with that, as you can see. And then the smaller scale has more black background, clusters of the sunflowers, and then the little bee going between them. Same colors of yellow and green on this one. D194, again, $13.25, and that is from Andover. Then we have Arabesque from Moda. I'm just going to start with the layer cake. We have the layer cake in this group, which I can flip through a little bit really fast just to show you kind of what the tone. It's kind of a very neutral group. $52.95 for the layer cake. And then we have two canvas pieces. So these first two are the mochi linen that they do. So I'm going to have to look again. I can't remember. I think it's 70% cotton, 30% linen. So it has that heavier weight, it's perfect for bags. A beautiful natural background here, and the two shades of blue, the dark blue and this sort of slate blue. And then just those touches, it's not metallic, no. Touches of gold, but it's not metallic, it's just the color gold. So this is just beautiful all over floral. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh. D195. And this is $17.95 for the mochi linen. The second piece here is also mochi linen with the natural background. This has black and then that same gold for those little flowers. And I have this motif in some of the cotton as well. I like this motif a lot. D196. This is also $17.95. That's it for the heavier weight canvas, the mochi linen. These now are all cotton. So this is that same motif with the gold background, and I think it's black and not blue. I can't really tell, but I think it's black with the little flower tufts are white. D197, and these are $14.50 a yard. And then same motif, black background, or is it blue? I think this one is blue. Blue background with a lighter blue here on the little tufts, and then the vine is white. D198. And then I've got this little concentric circle thing. So it's the slate blue background, the dark blue, and they're like little diamonds, concentric going around each other. So it gives a little bit of movement in this piece. Obviously it goes perfectly with it. D199 for that one. It's a nice tonal. And this one is some little flowers in that same slate blue with that creamy white, just a two-toned color. D200 on this one. So that's from Moda, Arabesque for that group. And we have the layer cake. Then we go to Cloud 9 and this new canvas. This is organic canvas, but it is 100% cotton. We just cut it in, so of course they're super heavy. These are 56 inches wide. This has this nice Art Deco design with green and black. And did I say, yeah, 56 inches wide. That's D201, and these are $18.25 a yard. Oof, they're very heavy. And then we have this one. So same green, yes. And then this sort of, I don't even know what this is called. Another Art Deco design. Did they say anything? No. So it's arches that run like this with natural and black, and then the green in the background. D202. And then we have another one to go with it. Sorry, these are so heavy when they're brand new. So black background, bamboo. So the bamboo is the white, the background is black, and then the leaves on the bamboo are those dark green. So they all three do play well together. D203, Cloud 9, oof, $18.25. So those are all organic canvas from Cloud 9. Okay, and then we have a beachy group called Seatopia from Blank. So we have a light blue background, and then various shells in, I guess there's two sizes of boxes, and then a little starfish between the different boxes. I haven't looked at this to see what the repeat is, or to see if it looks like no matter where you cut, you're going to cut through one of the boxes, because that's the way it works. D204, this group is $14.25, again from Blank. And then this is an all over, same light blue. We've got touches of green that's going to be in one of the coordinates here on the seahorse, on the sand dollar. There's little fish running through the background with shades of green in here, shades of blue in the other backgrounds. So it sort of goes back and forth between the green and blue. Oh, there's a jellyfish here. Oh, sea stars. A little bit of everything. I didn't see the jellyfish before. And then of course, touches of tan to bring that out. D205, $14.25. Then we have an all over tossed shell with a natural background, natural white. It's not stark white, but natural. And then the tossed shells in the same blues, greens, and tans. D206. And then here's a tonal with mostly green. Little fish running through there with little kelps running through. I don't see any, there's these little star things, but it's not even a jellyfish. Oh, sorry, should have done that. So this pulls out more of the green that's in those pieces. D207. It's a nice tonal though. And then a little bit brighter blue for this has a little starfish on it. Mottled blue, background. You can see various shades of those starfish in there with a blue background. So this pulls out the dark blue that is in the other two, well, actually 3 pieces. There's the dark blue that make up some of those shells. They all go together. D208. Okay, and then that is for that one. Now I have new woolies. They're new to me, they're not new to everybody, but I have, this is part of their Little Lammies group. We do have the charm pack for the Little Lammies, $17.50, and the jelly roll for $55.95. So that you can kind of see the layers of color in there. If I can run it like this so you can see it, makes an adorable baby quilt. And so these are all here. And so I kind of found myself without some pastels, so I decided to bring them in. So you might have already seen these. So I'm going to try them. We're hoping that we can see the color. This is a diamond with this woolly flannel. So shades of soft yellow, a little bit of bright in there though too. D209 for this one, $15.50. And if you guys don't know what woolies are, Maywood makes them. It's pretty much the best flannel you can buy. It's really high quality. This is that same diamond pattern with a corally peachy color. So the flannel is fabulous, so beautiful, and it is very high quality flannel, and they make them to look like wool. They are not wool, they are indeed cotton flannel. D210 on this one. So this is that diamond again in the orangey sherbet color. And then in the soft green, I think they're calling this one crosshatch. So you can see there's a little bit of texture on there. All of these kind of read as a solid from 3 feet away, but this one has that little bit of crosshatch color, and I believe I can see it in the jelly roll. This is definitely, all of these should be in that piece. So D211 on this one. These are all $15.50. So that's sort of a limier green. This one's a little bit more sagey green, and I think they call this one the boucle. So it looks like it's boucle. It's not. Of course, it's cotton flannel, but just again, a little bit of texture. D212 on this one. And then we have this one. The other one was sort of peachy colored. This is a little bit more straight up sherbet. And this is the herringbone design. You can see that it goes like this and it runs the length of the fabric. So that's a nice soft orange. D213 on that one. And last but not least, this one I thought sometimes looks gray and sometimes looks lavender. I'm pretty sure it's lavender because that's what's in the jelly roll and the charm pack. So this is again that crosshatch design, and it's a very, very pale lavender. Again, it almost looks gray. I'm casting all kind of shadows, unfortunately. There, maybe that's better. D214, so that's a very, very soft lavender. So those are the new woolies I've been bringing in to go with those jelly roll and the charm packs. All right, that is it for this week. Next week I'll have some new Asian fabric from a new Japanese distributor. I think it's coming next Wednesday. So I'll have those to show you, I hope. And then don't forget that the All Pacific Northwest Shop Hop starts April 1st. I do have the fabric that I think I showed last week. I'll have a quilt to show you that we're doing. And I think that's it. Our hours don't change. We're 11 to 4. Nothing changes there. We're still open every day. We got through our power outage yesterday. If you saw on Facebook, we made it through. So we are open again. And I think that's it. If anybody has any questions, give us a call, 888-305-0854, 11 to 4 every day. We'll see you next week.